Hello, my gorgeous gastronomes and vampires. Welcome to T-Rex Steel City Mukbang. Where will this food journey take you today? Pull up a seat. Let's eat. Hey guys, how you doing today? I love you, all my subscribers. And to those of you who have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, we got like a double a double leftover replay here. I have some bubbly, sparkling water. And I have some pork roast. Leftover surprise. It had not made it to the freezer yet, but it is in the freezer now, so it will return at some point in the future as a freezer surprise. But this was a leftover surprise with mashed sweet potatoes, and I added some cabbage to the kraut, so it's red cabbage and kraut, and some leftover wedding soup. This is the appetizer. Even when I go to a restaurant, if I order an appetizer, I always tell them to bring it with my meal. So, don't jump in there telling me an appetizer is supposed to be before the meal. Well, not for me. Not for me. I always order it if I'm out. I order it with the meal. I tell them bring it with the meal. Yeah. That's why I'm strange. And I like it. But yeah, guys, the only current event that I am going to report today is a miracle from God. When I tell you that Damar Hamlin is awake, Damar is doing nonverbal communication. I accidentally said he is talking. And his parents and holding hands with his family. This is the football player that essentially passed out and died and was revived twice. He's awake. And he has no neurological damage. God is good. God is good. There were some other players throughout some sports, different sports, that had this happen to them. Where they got hit in the chest with something and essentially went into cardiac arrest. And they survived. Obviously, because they're here to tell their story. But, yeah, there were a few that came on to CNN to tell when a similar thing happened to them. One was just a young kid playing lacrosse. High school team. He got hit. Went into cardiac arrest on the field. A trainer brought him back. And he went on to play again. He's in college now, playing lacrosse in college. Are you guys familiar with lacrosse? That game, believe me when I tell you, is as brutal, if not more brutal, than football. And the only reason I say that it's more brutal is because although they have padding on, it's not NFL level padding on their bodies. It's not much at all. But they slam each other up into the boards on the side of the rinks. I used to go to lacrosse games when Pittsburgh had a major league team. We had one for a little while back in late 80s, mid to late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there. And I used to go to the games. Because I love contact sports. I do. If it's not contact, I really don't want to see it. But lacrosse is brutal. And the other player that talked about it happening to him, he was a hockey player. He said the only difference was he didn't stop breathing. He continued breathing. But nonetheless, he was removed on a stretcher and had to have a lot of testing done on his heart. That was my furnace that kicked off and on. I'm sitting like right in front of the register. It was burning me alive. I usually turn it off when I'm doing a mukbang, so that doesn't happen. But I forgot. I put 3 freezer bags, the gallon size, of wedding soup away. They weren't full. I just filled them halfway. You know, I didn't want the bag to pop open and it spill out somehow before it froze completely. So I just took the gallon bags and I filled them, 3 of them, halfway with wedding soup. Because that's how much I had left. So, I'll probably be having wedding soup into the spring. This is a good thing. I just know next time, cut back on some of the ingredients. If I'm not making it to freeze. Like, I don't know how to make just a little bit of anything sometimes. I'm thinking I'm making a little bit, and it ends up being enough for an army. red cabbage and kraut. Gives it a sweet and tangy. It's good. You get the sweetness from the purple cabbage, red cabbage. And the tart from the sauerkraut. Good mixture. I've mixed it with green cabbage before, but never red. I'm glad I did. Need a little more hot sauce. And it's crunchy. I'm getting full. Well, guys, peace out, my gastronomes and vampires. I will see you soon.